Developing has always been one of my favorite parts of rock climbing. I think it's super fun to get to discover something entirely new and kind of make a creation that the community can enjoy. But since I live in a part of the world where rock is kind of hard to find, when I come by a new boulder or cliff, it's always super exciting and special. So about a year and a half ago, I discovered this place that we kind of dubbed Giant Camp. It's an old quarry that's been out of operation for about 100 years, so there's just a bunch of rock there. It's a really interesting place. The landscape is entirely different from anything around the Pacific Northwest, so it's kind of a cool place to get to go and explore. That first day that we went though, I tried this big kind of prowl problem. It was like, I don't know, it kind of felt like a V3 at the time, but I'd never tried the top out, and we didn't have any pads with us, and it was just messing around, and I ended up taking like a huge, like 13-foot ground fall on it, and like somehow managed to not hurt myself, but super sketchy. But the moves felt cool, and it was probably the most like exciting looking and feeling problem at this place. So I'd kind of always dreamed about like a chance to go back and actually send it and figure out how hard it was, just because it was kind of this personal battle at that point. So it starts on an undercling and a crimp, and then you go into this big juggy rail. You match in the jug, then you have to get your feet up and do kind of a throw dead point to a crimp. And it's kind of an interesting move because the crimp is totally invisible from the jug. So after you get that crimp, you have to really sustain it, come into a lock off, and then kind of slap up onto this arete. And then from there you just stand up and grab this kind of sloper on top of the bulge, and then top out and do the mantle. And that's the scary part because you're pretty high off the deck at that point, and the mantle, I'd never done it, so it was kind of scary. But it went, and it's fun, and it was cool to get to tackle kind of an old project.
Threw on a white tee and 501 jeans, jammed everything I can in my pockets, car keys with a box of backwoods weed card and my visa. I would never leave the crib without these, bruh. Made my way out my building full of crackheads, picked an eighth up from the roster with the fat dreads. Couple daps, now I'm out to go and stack bread, cause a closed mouth don't get fed, that's what dad said. With that said, met up with the homie Breezy, grabbed breakfast, got my eggs over easy, started plotting about the next few months. Got a tour and an album, so we gotta move, son. They out to chit chat till the sky pitch black, but I'm busy scram. Holla back.
Squishy scram, going heavy on the land. I'm going heavy on the land. Scrizzy, 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 scrizzy. Squishy scram, cricket let the sea ran. I'm going heavy on the land. Scrizzy, 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 scrizzy.
Headed to my whip, give the valet man a tip when I see a group of kids and they asking for a flick. So I pose, they get close, but they taking hella minutes though. Let me guess,